Right, a new tiny one coming in the office for a bit of work. I do like these very, very old machines. And this is a George Carat 143 stroke 3 Stirling engine or hot air engine. It seems to be completely intact. I've got the original burner and the original funnel. I can't see too much about it at the moment because it's absolutely covered in rust. So there's no paint or anything. It's practically lost it all. A little bit, you can see some green on the flywheel and sort of a browny colour on these posts for the transmission. But other than that, I can't see any badges. I will give it a clean in a minute, but this is literally how I got it out of the box. It's got a lot of, this is grease. Now, as far as I'm aware, you're not really supposed to oil Stirling engines. You're supposed to use graphite powder as a lubricant. But that has definitely been oiled, and it's built up a lot. There's a lot of oil there. Yeah, got the original base. It's lost a little mounting screw there. That's so that the burner don't burn the base. Yeah, it's in a bit of a state, but 121 years old. 121 years old. I've got a soft spot. I know these are not very powerful, but it's not seized. I've got a soft spot for these really old engines. Not sure they look original. That screw doesn't look original. It might be. But these don't really take long to do a restoration on. This needs taking off the base, soaking in a rust remover. That gets it off really good without any abrasives. And then I'll start looking at what the colours were there. We'll have to see. Sometimes they're that bad. I feel you should actually paint it and get it back to how it was. Or other times, when you've took the rust off, it looks, worn, just aged rather. So this is only a little 5-minute one just to show how it was out of the box. But because I can't do much more now, I need soaking, and that would be an overnight soak. But they do these. They did this in four versions, but this is the third out of the 4. I think the only difference between this and the 4th one was the slightly different transmission. I think it had a bigger flywheel in the middle. I'm not sure how much power these little things have, but it's not really normally too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this running. But it needs a good soak and a good clean. Well, what's a few screws here and there. They actually look, they're nailed down. They're screwed down because some of them came without the transmission, and the biggest one had a slightly bigger transmission. The smaller ones didn't have transmission at all. But I think the engine unit and the cylinders sort of components was about the same. I'm quite up for getting a bigger, this sort of thing, but twice the size. I'm looking for more Stirling engines, but the old ones. and I'm going to do a series. I've got some Stirling engines. I'm going to do a little mini series of different Stirling engines I've got. But yeah, so temporary, just a little mini video today, just to show what I've got. This don't really affect what I'm doing on the mini restoration, because these don't take long at all, and the mini's nearly there now. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you want to see more of this sort of thing, I've said it before, you know, I'm getting these in all the time. Some I keep, some I don't keep, and but I never buy the same model twice, so it'll always be different models. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. Take it easy, and I'll catch you again soon. Cheers.